Hello you guys, how are you? I hope you're keeping safe and well. Welcome to my channel, Joanie Loves, and my name is Joanie and I am the Scottish Skin Guru. So before we go on, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. That would be so cool. Now today I'm very excited to talk about exfoliation. The never-ending question. Should I exfoliate? How do I exfoliate? And I hope you're not exfoliating with one of these things. So my word for how do you exfoliate would be safely. Yes, safely. So what should you know about exfoliation? The first thing is you do want glowing skin, right? You want fresher looking skin, younger looking skin, all of those things, and a glowing radiant skin. And to get exfoliation right would be the key to this. I know that we think about our AHAs and our regular monthly facials are going to also get to the glowing skin, but if you exfoliate carefully, and I'm going to tell you how to do that all through these steps, and please listen out for the one at the end for those of you with sensitive skin. Okay, wait for that one at the end because it's important. And what you should know is, I think first of all is the structure of the skin, because your skin is shedding skin cells all the time, so it's naturally exfoliating, but different things and different skin types affect this, right? So what you need to know is that the outside layer of your skin is called the epidermis, and the epidermis has 5 layers to it. The bottom layer is like where the baby cells are formed, and that's called the basal layer. And then the skin cells progress up the 5 layers to become thinner and flatter until they become the outside layer where they're really matured skin cells and they're dead skin cells. They become keratinized, really to form this protective layer, okay, to prevent any infection getting in or invasion from bacteria. So it's really important, this outside layer, and that's called the stratum corneum. I always talk about it, it's like the bricks in a wall, the stratum corneum, and it's been held together with mortar, which is made up of your own ceramides, your own moisturising agents, like a glue-like type feel, holding the dead skin on. Okay, so exfoliation simply means that it's a process where you help to remove these dead skin cells. Right, okay, and why that is good for you is because just what I've told you about that structure, when you help the skin cells to come off, the dead ones, okay, the basal cell layer starts producing more cells and it comes up and it really just refreshes your skin. It speeds up the skin cell renewal, okay, so remember, out with the old cells and in with the new, and that alone is going to give you fresher, younger, healthier skin. But there is different ways to exfoliate, and that's what I need you to think about and find out by listening to me which one is going to suit you, or even a mix of the two. So what is a physical exfoliant? So a physical exfoliant is something like this, but a physical exfoliant causes you to physically, okay, affect the dead skin cells to help them come off. I liken this to that brush that's out called the Clarisonic, which I really have seen damaged skin from, and this is why I want you to be careful about using beauty tools like Clarisonic, because when you put them on the skin, especially if your skin is easily inflamed or sensitive at all, it really will be bad, and it'll make it more sensitive and definitely cause more inflammation. So be careful of the Clarisonics. I think they're actually going out of business as well, or something like that. They're not being made anymore, but that's a good thing for a lot of people. Other ones I want you to think about exfoliation is skin scrubs or face and body refiners with a physical exfoliant in that. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So we put on a marrow fat pea size of a gentle refiner, and that the key is gentle there. Now the trick is, see when you're feeling that on dry skin, it shouldn't feel as if it's tearing your skin, okay? It should feel quite gentle, and that is the trick. It should feel quite gentle, and literally when you use it, try and clean your skin first of all, and then take it off, rinse it off with warm water. But the trick is, it should feel really not as if it's going to scratch your skin surface. So in this one that I'm showing you, There's jojoba beads in it and jojoba esters. If you look for that in a product, you'll find it's very gentle. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to tell you about what a physical exfoliant is. Something that helps you. You've also got this type of thing which people use for the body, and I do like this. Okay, so this is one of these mitts that when you're in the shower or in the bath, you would, you know, soap up and put on and help slough off the dead skin. So that's a physical exfoliant. What's likened to that is the body brush thing. And I know that a lot of celebs, in fact, I did an esthetician react, you can check it out there, about Miranda Kerr, and she uses the body brush one, which is similar to this, but brushing dead skin, and it helps get the circulation going. But again, I'm not so keen on the body brushes onto dry skin. I think it depends what kind of skin you've got, but I think some of us can go a bit too aggressively with that. So I would be sticking to this type of thing, which is really good, and you can get these Superdrug anywhere at a good price, and using this to help slough the dead skin off. Also, what I could do quite like is using, which I showed you, the skin scrub, put that directly onto that and onto dry skin. Good way to think about it as well. So that's your physical exfoliants, right? So next thing is, what is a chemical exfoliant? So chemical exfoliants I really do like a lot, because these can be put onto the skin, massaged into the skin. They can be left on and washed off, or you can have them in cleansers, but they contain alpha hydroxy acids and also beta hydroxy acid as well. So alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids are really good to look for, AHAs and BHAs. And alpha hydroxy acid is like salicylic. We're saying salicylic. Mistake, Joanie, mistake. It's actually like glycolic acid, which I love, and lactic acid, that type of thing. And whereas salicylic acid is the beta hydroxy acid. The two differences between these things, okay, these chemical exfoliants, is that alpha hydroxy acid, which is the glycolic, and the lactic, they tend to sink in a bit more into the skin, absorb deeper, because they've got a smaller molecular size, and they're also water dissolvable. They can travel through skin a bit deeper, whereas the salicylic acid, which is the beta hydroxy acid, it's really dissolves oil, so it doesn't penetrate the skin as deep. But these are things to look for in a chemical exfoliant. So you can get them in cleansers, you can get them in leave-on lotions, but looking for that. And I think they're quite gentle on skin. So rather than doing this kind of thing, you're using a chemical exfoliant, which in a lot of cases, it will be much more gentle. So why should you exfoliate your skin? Why should you? Because a couple of things I said earlier on, that you're helping the skin to renew quicker, right? And it's revealing fresher skin. Remember, the dead skin cells are coming off, okay? And you're helping to shift them a bit more. And the chemical exfoliants are good because they really melt that bond that holds those bricks in the wall together. So it sort of melts the glue-like substance and they kick off. But when you're doing that, you're also stimulating the collagen. You're stimulating fresh skin cells to come through. And that is all keeping skin healthy. It is. Okay, it's just doing it safely is the key here. Also, you know, when you do that and you exfoliate really nicely, you really are taking that layer of dead skin off that can otherwise make your skin really dull and old looking. Yes, it can. So when you're doing that and taking that layer of dead skin off, here's the thing, your skin then will absorb your serums, will absorb your moisturizers, your hydrating masks much better. So those products will really do their job. Think about it if you didn't exfoliate at all and you had the thickened skin, the dull skin, the thickened skin, and you're putting on expensive serums and moisturizers. You would be wasting your money because they wouldn't be able to do their work on your skin. So that's another reason why you should exfoliate, right? Also during the winter time, which we're fast coming up to in the UK, you really need to know that your skin is going into a little bit of a hibernation mode just now. And I think this is the time of the year where you need to exfoliate a bit more. Okay, so who out there would benefit the most from exfoliation? Well, first of all, if you have acne at all, if you've got acne, you get flare-ups, breakouts, pimples, spots, blackheads, have you got oily skin? Those types are absolutely going to really get a benefit from exfoliation. And if you exfoliate that type of skin, say the acne skin, what's causing acne is the pores are becoming clogged with dead skin cells, and the acne bacteria is loving that and eating it all, the sebum, and it, it's loving all the extra sebum. The dead skin cells are getting mixed up, and then you get a plug, and then you get the spot, the pimple. So let's take that away and unblock the pore. Let's stop getting the dead skin cells to fill the pore up in the first place and get that away. So suddenly you're not enabling the acne or the breakout, you're helping it massively. You're helping to clear your skin. And especially if you use the salicylic acid when you've got oily skin, so you might have oily skin prone to breakouts, you are helping to normalize your skin massively. So that is really cool. So acne sufferers, definitely looking at that. What if you've got those dry skin bumps? People are very prone to them, especially during the winter time. I don't know if you're not drying yourself properly and you get them here, or you can get them at the top of your hips here, on your bottom, top of the thighs. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? So they're just keratosis pilaris. They are just dead skin filling up the pore, and it causes this dry bump of dead skin on your skin. So this is when this kind of thing is good. Now, what you can do, which is quite a good idea, you can use a chemical exfoliant and you can leave it on, okay? And then I'm just giving you a wee tip here, and then you can leave that on the skin, for a few 5 minutes, say, and then use your physical exfoliant on top of your mitt, your sort of friction mitt, and go over and do that several times. Do it a few times in 1 week, and you'll find that those bumps are going fast, and that's a good way to do it, right? So thinking about that, keratosis pilaris, definitely need to exfoliate that skin. And you can use a towel as well on the other bits. How you can do that with a towel. Use the towel to do it as well. The towel will act as exfoliant. And what else can I say? If you've got hyperpigmentation, do you suffer from that? Well, you are definitely in for a treat if you start to exfoliate safely. Now, exfoliation on a hyperpigmented skin, well, first of all, you're using either the chemical and the physical, or a mixture of both, and you're putting it in, so you're hitting the dead skin to come off. As the dead skin's coming off your pigmented skin, it's going to make the fresh skin look much lighter and brighter. You're getting rid of some of those dead skin cells that are coloured as well. So it's really good. And if you have one of these people where you've picked your spot and it's left a bit of pigment in your skin, it's post-inflammatory, PIP, that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, you really do want to know that when you do exfoliate and use these chemical exfoliants or physical ones, and a mixture of both, it will help that come away quickly because you're speeding up the cell renewal. Also, I did say to you that if you do that and you've got any scarring tissue after that, if you picked a spot, and you should not be picking your spots, okay, that helps with the collagen, to stimulate the collagen when you exfoliate, okay? So it's going to help the collagen form better and help that scar massively, because a scar is just the collagen has been damaged, okay? And then you stimulate new stuff and you'll see it will flatten out, it will, okay? So what other kind of skin? So if you've got aging skin, so when you're young, you can get a little mark and a month later it's away, or even much quicker than that, but your skin cell renewal is so fast that your skin gets through things much quicker. And then as we get older, mature skin, it's, oh my goodness, your skin cell renewal has slowed down to a snail's pace, and your skin starts to thicken up, and unfortunately you'll get lines that look deeper and thicker just because you've got a build-up of dead skin cells. So exfoliate, and that'll help get rid of those dead skin cells, and the lines will look finer. Ooh, yes, they will. The lines will look finer. How good is that? Now, how to exfoliate your skin. I've told you what things to look for. what you need to know is a couple of little things. I do really want you to exfoliate only at night, okay? And this is because the weather outside. I don't want you to take off a layer of dead skin cells in the morning and then put your moisturiser on and go out to that weather that's happening right now in UK. No. So be thinking about that. I really prefer you doing it at night after your, part of your skincare regime at night, okay? Your skincare ritual. Cleanse the skin, double cleanse, okay? Take the makeup off first, double cleanse, and then use whatever exfoliant you're going to use. Now, when you exfoliate at night, you then, obviously, if you wash it off, okay, then pat your skin gently dry. Wash off, always use lukewarm water. Pat your skin gently dry, then apply your serums, your night creams, and you're good to go, okay? But you've exfoliated on a clean skin, and that's the thing. Then your serums and your moisturiser are going to really do their job, repairing and renewing at night wonderfully well. Don't forget, the next day, okay, you've cleansed your skin, you've exfoliated the night before, and you've cleansed your skin in the morning. You're also, even when you're cleansing, you're still taking some dead skin off. So to make sure that you do not sensitize that skin, okay, do not forget after you apply your serums and your moisturizers, always apply your sunscreen. Never forget that, okay, because if you're in part of the world where you are exfoliating, don't forget, you're taking that dead layer of skin off, you're making your skin more prone to sunburn if you do not protect it. Okay, so that's really, it's got to be thought of. Now, finally, we're coming to the sensitive skin. If you have got inflammatory acne, or if you've got rosacea, if your skin is hypersensitive, I think you should probably speak to an expert skin esthetician or a dermatologist and ask how to exfoliate. And you can, if you really are clued up, I want you to look at polyhydroxy acids. Now, polyhydroxy acids such as lactobionic are more gentle on the skin than AHAs. Now, this is what you have to think about. So be looking for polyhydroxy acids in your ingredient list on your product and thinking about how that works. Now, it's believed that polyhydroxy acids still work just as well as AHAs. The difference is because they've got a bigger molecular size, so they don't penetrate the skin as deep as the AHAs, but they still work to cause this exfoliation safely, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. Everything's got to be done really, really well, okay? Now, how often should you exfoliate? And that is a thing that you need to think about, what skin type you've got. If you've got a sensitive skin, it may be that the polyhydroxy acids, or even using a face cloth with your cleanser, that could be your exfoliator if you've got sensitive skin. Just saying. So it's really between 1 and 3 times a week for all skin types. But the thicker your skin is, the more oily it is, you really can go for 3 times a week. But safe to say, personally, I like to exfoliate twice a week, and I do like a chemical and a physical. So I use a cleanser with AHAs and a BHA in it, and I also use a physical exfoliant after that. And the physical exfoliant has got little amber resin in it, amber powder, which is the thing that takes off the dead skin. Or I quite like the one I showed you, which has got the jojoba beads in it. Always looking for really microbeads that are non-toxic. Okay, so I hope that's given you the information you need to exfoliate safely. Please, if you've got anything that you use yourself, put it down below. I'd love to hear what you use that really works for your skin. That would be so cool. And have a great week. Look after yourself. And any questions about your skin, feel free to email me at info@glformulations.com. I'm always there for you. Take care of yourself. Bye.